You're listening to the Trading Bear Podcast. This is episode 35, The Daily Show.
Mystery player. Position.
Forward.
Start price.
£3.07.
Current price.
£4.46.
PB.
1p.
MB.
37p.
Dividend yield.
8.5%.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining again. In the news today, the footy booms once more on the back of the media bonus announcement from the FI headquarters, rising more than 2,500 points to sit at its current all-time high of 84,000. More on that key announcement later. And in the other news today, the city of Milan braces itself ahead of a busy transfer period, with Inter preparing a €60 million bid for Lille's Ivorian star Nicolas Pepe. That's according to France Football, with the same outlet stating that city rivals AC are closing in on another Ligue 1 talent, Florian Thauvin. 26-year-old attacking playmaker was recently less than complimentary about his current club Marseille, declaring, "We just have to shut up and acknowledge the fact that we're useless." And Atlanta break an unwanted record in the process of their goalless draw at home to Empoli last night, racking up a mammoth 47 shots, 18 of which were on target, all while failing to find the back of the net. A frustrating night for Alejandro Gomez, Duvan Zapata and co, but a night to savour for the young 21-year-old Polish keeper Bart Dragowski, on loan from Fiorentina. And you can check out my Twitter page, Trading Bear 1, for the map of all the shots that he faced. Let's move on to today's risers and fallers then. And a large proportion of the market shot up yesterday then on the back of the media bonus announcement. I'll talk more about the deposit bonus news in the Q&A section, but for myself the more interesting element was the confirmation of media bonus being enlarged during the summer months. During the period from June the 1st to July the 31st inclusive, top 5 daily MB winners will be paid out rather than the usual top 3 during non-match days. The top 3 payments will stay the same, at 3p, 2p, 1p for first, second and third respectively, with 4th and 5th also then receiving a 1p dividend payout per future. This is great news for those players that are consistently in the news. The likes of Neymar, Hazard, Messi, Pogba etc. all stand to benefit. This extra 4th and 5th payout position results in these players winning even after that day's transfer story or stories have been taken into consideration. Remember as well, it's far easier to predict the MB winners rather than the PB winners. There's a much smaller pool of winners, and it only remains open to the top 200 still. Media bonus will then open up to all, so the top 200 and the current squad players, at the start of next season. So on the back of this, today's winners were largely those top premium MB returning players, with Hazard and Pogba taking the daily rise crowns, with 49p and 47p rises respectively. Hazard now sits at a price at £5.45, with Pogba sitting at £8.19. So the premium players largely rose. Who fell down then? Well, with the majority of the market booming, few players felt the wrath of a slide in price. However, with a certain degree of panic buying going on, rarely a good idea incidentally, funds were being generated by icing those players no longer hot property. This will almost always include youth trend buys that were all the rage at some point, but have no current underlying basis in which to hold. So these will always be the first to be given the shove. No surprise then that the 2 biggest fallers were Manchester United youngster Tahith Chong, who fell 10p to sit at a price of £1.01, and Barcelona youngster Ricky Puig. Their time may well come next season, but be extremely wary of these types of holds, especially around announcement days. Next, we continue the show's new feature, looking at a prospect player, a player who I feel could do well in the near future. For today's player, I look past the Champions League fixtures and into the Europa League matchups on Thursday. And it's a player who currently holds a 28% yield this season, and indeed 48% the season before. He holds a PB average this season of 91, peaking with 2 scores of 217 and 238. So more than capable of taking the treble PB dividend on offer on Thursday night. So who is it? Well, it's Chelsea's often overlooked winner, the Brazilian Willian. Priced currently at a kind 79p, this is a low-risk, high-reward trade, and with a home match-up to the worst team left in Europa, Slavia Prague, Hazard possibly likely to be rested, and a single game day to come at home to Burnley next Monday, he looks a good prospect to me. Let's move on to some of your questions now. And today's first question comes from Rose Hallock via email. And Rose says, do I have to deposit new money for the summer trading bonus offer? My funds are still spent from the last announcement on the share split. So it's been a great 2019 for Football Index, but there's only so many times most traders can dip into their wallet, or indeed convince their other half it's not the same as putting it all on red. So to clear this up and answer your question, Rose, no, you don't have to use brand new money to benefit from the summer trading bonus. For a quick summary, you receive 10% bonus for total net shares bought. For example, if you buy £1,000 of shares and then sell £900 worth of those shares, your net amount of shares bought is £100. The £1,000 subtract that £900 sales. Then 10% of this £100 is £10, and this is what your summer trading bonus is. So you've received a summer trading bonus of £10 without spending a penny of new money. It's a great strategy by Kian and the others at Football Index headquarters, designed to keep money in the index during the non-match days of the summer. Please also note that the trading bonus is split into two parts, and for a full breakdown on how it works, visit the official Football Index website announcement page. There's a link on my Twitter page @TradingBear1. And remember to opt in to receive your trading bonus. Today's second question comes from Stefan in Germany. Now that may be Stephen, apologies if so, but I'm going to go for Stefan as you're from Hamburg. And Stefan actually emailed in last week, the day after Kane injured his ankle, emailing the following. I thought the drop in Kane would stop at £4, but he's now at £3.91 and continues to fall. Should I just cut my losses and IS him? Well, Stefan, hopefully you held on and resisted the urge to IS for a price of around £3.30, £3.40. At the time, Kane's spread was approximately 60p, whereas now it's 37p post-injury crisis. And Kane fell to a low of £3.87 on the market, before recovering to a current price of £4.07. And hence if Stefan, or indeed anyone else, wanted to sell him, they could have market sold him easily yesterday and avoided the 60p spread on him last week. If Stefan did sell, then this would have been a great lesson learnt hopefully on ISing players like Kane. Unless you are literally among the very first to spot the injury and IS there and then, something extremely hard to do for the majority, then simply just hold on. Kane's price was always going to recover, it was just a matter of when rather than if. It was no hidden secret that media would be increased at the time of Kane's injury, and whether or not he recovers in time for the Nations League semi-finals this summer, he would always be good for some media during his recovery updates. The lesson to learn here then is simple. If there is a good underlying reason to hold a player, avoid ISing for an injury. Neymar, Akanji, and now Harry Kane are all great examples of this. That's it for this episode. You can download and subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify and Podbean. Head over to the website to send in a question, tradingbearpodcast.com. Alternatively, you can find me on Index Gain or Twitter under the name Trading Bear. Thanks for listening and stay tuned for the Mystery Player.
Mystery player. Position.
Forward.
Start price.
£3.07.
Current price.
£4.46.
PB.
1p.
MB.
37p.
Dividend yield.
8.5%.
Trading Bear. Today's mystery player was Egyptian King Mo Salah.